Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and vitamin D, baby, coming from up there and right in front of your screen. Stand by. My friend, welcome to the Gazillionaires Club, and we are at Junction, Texas. I want to show you something. Check this out. Imagine if we use this and barbecue veggies. I know some of the meat eaters be like, what a waste. Whatever. But my friend, last night it was pretty darn cold, and so here's a little thing. Here it's some of the things that I am experiencing with Texas. Texas is a huge state. I've mentioned it. Second, you can experience 80-degree in one day, and then during the night it can go down to like 30. I know, it's crazy. Can you imagine 50 degrees fluctuation? That's a lot. And for all of you RVers out there, or at least the newbies, I did not know, and I had to find out the hard way. When it gets below, almost step on poop. Look at that. Can you see it? Let's see, where is it? That black thing. But when it gets below 32 or freezing point, you want to turn off the water faucet if you are hooked up to a campground. The other one is if you are not hooked to the water source and you are using the water pump from the RV, make sure you turn it off when you don't use it. And the little tip that I've learned is that let the water drip if you're gonna have the pump on. Because if you don't, I still haven't figured out the reason, but it will overflow. It's like when it freezes, when all of the pipe freezes, for some reason, it will just come underneath the RV. It will just come out. So, and I learned it the hard way, meaning that, sometimes when you gotta wake up and you go to the bathroom, you go pee, and then you see a muddle of water on the floor, you're like, oh, now I gotta wake up. And it happened to me several times, okay? Not just one time, but several. The other thing about Texas, let me see. I just found out that there are a lot of campsites. By the way, so right now we are the 2nd of January. And I know it said Christmas on there last night. All of the trees, there were lights, and super awesome. Okay, and I'm currently at Junction, right there, Junction. That's the name of this area, but I think the name of the park is Snyder Park. It's a city park, and I was amazed because there are so many campsites, free campsites in Texas. You gotta look for them, okay? I'm pretty sure there are apps that you can use, and the one that I'm using right now, it's called All Stays, STAYS. And you gotta pay $9.99 for the app. I mean, I've been using the app ever since I started the road trip. But if I have to rate it from a 7 out of 10, I would give it about a 7. And the reason why I give it a 7, because some of the address, like when there is an address on there, what happened is sometimes the zip code it's not right. And when you punch it up on, I mean, if you have a cell phone, then yes, you can link it onto Google, Google or Apple Maps, and it will be more precise. But what I found out a lot of the time, like some of the at least the one that I'm using, okay, I can only give my opinion for that of something that I'm actually using, and the zip code is wrong. And when the zip code is wrong and you put it onto the GPS, chances are you're not gonna find the house number. Chances are you're not gonna find the street. Second of all, it's not like the app is sometimes it will give you a location, but it's not really precise. And sometimes it will tell you that free campsite, and then it ended up not. And then there are some campsites, there are some campsites. And I'm talking about the description. It will show on the description when you pick a campsite, and sometimes they're not accurate. And I'm just saying, if you're gonna pay for an app, a lot of these like small little things, it can be improved on, and but I'm pretty sure right before I left for the trip, I downloaded like 5 apps. But I figure the only one that I'm actually using, I mean, I paid for it, so why not use it? But it gets the job done. That's what I mean, okay? Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. And it's been a while since I've been at a playground. Ever since I started my trip, working out is not part of my daily routine. And what's the other one that I want to mention? So in Texas, okay, actually, I mean, Texas is a huge state. You can practically get away with free camping, like hopping from one city to the next. And it's very limited. Like some of these, city parks, they're probably anywhere from 6 to 10 parking spaces. And a lot of it, mostly dry camping, but they do have a bathroom, and then you can go in there and use the water. Some places have shower. That's pretty amazing. When I was traveling through the West Coast about 10 years ago, that was one of the obstacles that I had, finding a place to shower. I was traveling with my Prius, or the Prius, and the other thing is not just city parks, okay, but casinos parking. Well, over here, I don't know much about casinos, but but what happened is when you drive along the freeway, there is it's similar to a rest area, but it's not really a rest area, because there's no amenities, meaning that it has to be dry camping. So basically, you just it's like a rest area. You can pull over and just, and some of these places are because they are along the highway, so they are really, really, really nice. The only downside is that if there's no bathroom, so you can't really, unless you have an RV, then go for it. But otherwise, people most likely gonna be peeing on the street or peeing on the road. Con, I'm perfect. How can it be me, Con? And the other thing that I've learned is that, in a smaller city, or at least like semi between small city and a town, right? Like where I'm at right now, it's considered to be a town because there's no Walmart and stuff like that. But I feel like a lot of the time when you go to these town parks, they call it city. Well, this one is a city park. It's really nice. Like people don't people clean up. It's common courtesy, okay? Like people clean up. People don't just trash the place. And I kind of realized when I was RVing, I realized that the reason why people keep on making rules and regulations is because humans, right? At the end of the day, when you have 1 or 2 people, you let people camp, you treat them nice, I'm talking about the city. They let people stay, they give you free electricity. But when they start doing that, with 1 or 2 people, it's okay. But when there are many people, it becomes a problem, meaning that there will be people that will trash the place. There will be people that just that have no courtesy, and it's kind of like it drags everyone down, if you know what I mean. Dear Buddha, today I forgive all the stupid bitches, and so I guess that, like, we are, it's really beautiful here, and what else? I think that is it. So Texas is a really good place to for free camping. Some of them have like water hookup for the RV. Some places have electricity, but chances are those are, it's still like, if I have to, I mean, if I have to, like, can it be easily found? I would say, probably 3 out of 10 parts that you find is going to have electricity and water. The other 7, not so much. But at least there's free camping, meaning that if you are in an well, the thing is, like, right here where I'm staying at right now, there are like 5, 6 other, not RVs, but they are just like minivan and trucks, and yeah. So my friend, Texas, okay, the temperature is unpredictable. It can get really hot. It can get really cold, especially during the night. I think last night definitely went below 32. And a lot of campsites are free. A lot of, like, the overnight parking from like rest areas without amenities. And the other thing that I want to mention, Texas is beautiful. So when I was passing Houston, I went to so from Houston to San Con. Lay off the crack, bro. Well, what is that city on top of Houston? So Houston, okay, Beaumont. Houston on top of Texas is Conroe, and then San Antonio. But during from the drive from Beaumont, Texas to San Antonio, like, it was like desert, plain, kind of hot, and when I got to like right after I passed San Antonio and I headed north, I started seeing mountains, like beautiful mountains, right? Like, it reminds me so much of the West Coast. And it's kind of like, because it's so huge, like, you get to experience the flat and the hills and the trees, and it's just amazing. So my friend, if you have never been to Texas, I say you take a trip to take a road trip to Texas. I don't know much about the summer, but man, if you are in a car and you are hopping from hotel to hotel, if you are the kind of person that like to drive, if you are a minimalist and want to experience that, that life, the road trip, or the van life, or the RV life, Texas is the place to be. Con, can I hold your penis when you pee? Con, can I wipe your butt after you poop? And that is it, my friends. So I don't know where I'm going to be for the next couple of days. I don't know if I'm gonna stay here. I don't know if I'm gonna go to another campsite. But as of right now, I am just enjoying my time. So wherever you are, I'm sending you love. And I will see you in the next video. Make a video. Let me know. Have you ever been to Texas? And make a video. Use the hashtag Gazillionaires. Let me know if you have been to Texas. You like it? You not like it? What are some of the what are some of the places that you, my friend, would recommend? Okay, so much love. I will see you in the next video. I forgot to say ta-da.